The daring exploits of J Barron, Edwardian racing maverick. In the roaring early days of motor racing, there was no figure more infamous, admired, and feared than J Barron, a flamboyant Edwardian racing driver whose name became legend across Europe. Born Jonathan James Barron in 1884, the son of a minor English nobleman and a fiery French opera singer, J was destined for speed. Known for his reckless charm, devil-may-care attitude, and love for multicolored racing machines, Barron carved his own path through the world of motor racing and left a trail of chaos, victory, and scandal wherever he went. His most legendary feat came in the 1912 Monte Carlo Rally, a brutal race along the icy, twisting roads of the Alps, where mechanical failure and death lurked at every corner. Barron, never one to follow rules, entered with a modified open-top roadster painted in clashing stripes of crimson, gold, and royal blue, colors that enraged the stiff-collared race officials, who demanded he repaint it to meet proper gentleman's standards. Barron, grinning beneath his waxed mustache, waved them off, until one particularly pompous official tried to disqualify him at the last minute. In a fit of fury, Barron drew a pocket pistol and shot the man clean through the hat, declaring, "No man tells Barron how to ride." He sped off at the starting gun with his loyal German shepherd, Rex, perched in the passenger seat, wearing custom-made goggles. As the race wound through the treacherous Alpine roads, calamity struck. Two rival drivers lost control on an icy pass, their cars tumbling into a snowbank and bursting into flames. While the other racers roared past, unwilling to risk their standings, Barron slammed on the brakes. With Rex barking furiously at his side, Barron leapt from his car, sprinting through smoke and snow, dragging the injured drivers one by one from the burning wreckage. He hauled them into the back of his own car, gave Rex a reassuring pat, and then, unbelievably, roared back into the race. The Monte Carlo crowds were electric as Barron's battered, overloaded car tore into sight, racing for the finish with his injured rivals slumped in the back and Rex barking encouragement. Against all odds, Barron surged ahead, his multicolored car a blur across the final stretch, and crossed the finish line first, collapsing from exhaustion as cheers erupted around him. Newspapers across Europe dubbed him the Mad Hero of Monte Carlo, a title he wore with pride. Yet Barron's most lasting prize was not the Victory Cup, but the heart of Clara van Wyk, a daring Dutch driver he had rescued from the flames that day. Clara, famed for her ice-cold nerve and sharp wit, had initially been one of Barron's fiercest rivals, but after the rescue, their relationship transformed. "I may have driven against him," Clara later recalled, "but in that moment, I knew no one else would dare to save me." Within a year, they were married in a scandalous, high-society wedding attended by racing legends, European royals, and more than a few notorious gamblers. Rex, naturally, served as ring-bearer. Barron's legend didn't end there. After Monte Carlo, he continued to race, refusing sponsorships and aristocratic offers, preferring to fund his adventures through high-stakes poker, midnight car runs, and the occasional duel. His cars remained defiantly multicolored, his reputation untamed. He and Clara became an unbeatable pair, sometimes racing against each other, sometimes as a team, always accompanied by Rex, who became as famous as his master, a dog known to bark once for a left turn, twice for a right, and 3 times when the road ahead was clear. While Barron's driving was daring, it was his sheer nerve that carved his legend, pulling a crashed driver from a ravine in the 1914 Alpine Trial, leaping from his moving car to fix a jammed steering column at full speed. Once even driving 30 miles on just 2 tires, with Rex leaning out the window to bark at the officials. His rivals either hated him or loved him, often both, but none could deny his courage or his uncanny ability to turn every race into a spectacle. By the time the First World War loomed, J Barron had become a legend not just of the racing world, but of European folklore. Some say he joined the war effort, using his driving skills as a dispatch rider. Others claim he vanished into Africa on an expedition with Clara and Rex. His final fate remains uncertain, but his name endures wherever engines roar and wild spirits gather, a symbol of reckless bravery, defiant color, and a heart that feared nothing.